What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King, aka first name Rage, last name is him. Back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, actually, y'all, please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rimmer Rage TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe. And y'all, we got an article here about one EA CEO of the EA Sports Video Gaming Company. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people that feel some type of way about EA. And trust me, if anybody understands your frustration, and to a degree, even your love for EA, trust me, there's no other guy that understands you more than me. However, in this article, I think we got a bit of good news coming out of EA. And I think as of right now, especially with, the debacle that's going on with college football right now, I think that the EA fan base could use some good news. What good news am I referring to? Well, as you see right here on your screen, ain't no optical illusion, ain't no black magic, ain't no Photoshop. This is the real deal, Holyfield, and real spill. EA CEO says no $80 games for now. Keywords big, for now. We're not looking to make any changes at this stage. The company hasn't factored in any $80 games this fiscal year. Now, this is not to say that it won't change in the near future, because we all know when it comes to advancements in technology and when it comes to gaming companies wanting to expand the company, price increases are inevitable. You understand what I'm saying? So, with that being said, got an article here giving us the details on what exactly they mean with this right now and how long this mindset is going to last. So without further ado, I'm going to stop running my trap and it's time to read and react. Let's get it. Okay. Sorry, my computer just wants to be a little funky right now. Okay. Nintendo takes the first step forward, selling full-price AAA games at $80, and Xbox starts to follow suit but backs off. EA has also made its position clear. No $80 games for now, and I think that is a great move right now. I think that is a great move, specifically in this generation of gaming where we are on next-gen consoles, well, they're really current gens. We've been in next-gen for about 5 years now, but there hasn't really been too many games exclusive to those particular systems. You understand what I'm saying? They're still making games for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. You understand what I'm saying? Still a big fan base for those gaming consoles. But at the end of the day, there hasn't really been too many successful games that are specifically designed and aimed for just PS5, Xbox Series X, and Switch 2. You understand what I'm saying? So let's continue. We're not looking to make any changes on pricing at this stage, said CEO Andrew Wilson during today's Q1 earnings call. He said this is in response to an investor question regarding publishing competitors beginning to release $80 games and where EA sees itself in relation to them. Wilson continued. That's in the construct of we already offer a fairly broad pricing scheme across our various products. When you think about everything from free-to-play through our premium products and deluxe editions, our orientation is always to capture the full spectrum of pricing so that we can serve players in the best way possible and offer them the greatest value. We'll continue to look at opportunities to deliver great value to our players, though various pricing schemes over the course of time, but no dramatic changes planned yet. And I'm going to also say this too, before we continue. When they say $80 games, they're not talking about the deluxe editions, because we've been saying it for years now. They got the base game, and then they got the deluxe edition, and they got the ultimate edition, and they got, whatever edition they want to call, which clearly goes over the $80 price tag. You understand what I'm saying? So they basically been selling games for the past 5 to 6 years. They've been selling games for at least $100 and $100 and above for the longest. So when they say $80 games, they're talking about base premium game. You understand what I'm saying? Without all the extra trimmings that they put in there. All the extra stuff, all the extra content, which is really nothing more than the rest of the game you're already paying for anyway. You understand what I'm saying? That they're charging you extra for. Which is why I say pre-orders, I'm surprised. I would not be surprised if pre-orders start to take a nosedive after a while. Because, and let's keep it 100. It's not that people are just don't love gaming. Hell, we're all here. We're all here on YouTube talking about how much we love gaming. You wouldn't be watching this video. You wouldn't be in anything gaming if you didn't love gaming to a certain degree or didn't enjoy it to a certain degree. We all love gaming at the end of the day. But with that being said, where the difference comes in is that Some people like myself think a certain way games should go, and then there's the other crowd, the newer crowd that think that are so used to games being this certain way for this long that they like, no, it needs to stay this, and that's where the clash comes in. We're both fighting the same war, but for different reasons. You understand what I'm saying? I grew up in the era where games were $49.99 and you got the full game. Then we got the new era gamers who are used to seeing the $70, then $100, then $120 versions of game, and they think that's okay, and that's okay. If that's what they think, then cool. If that's what I think, then cool. We can agree to disagree. All right? Well, let's continue. EA also confirmed on the call that it hadn't factored in any changes to its existing pricing schemes to its expectations for the current fiscal year earnings guidance. The current fiscal year ends in March of 2026. So don't expect any $80 EA games between now and then. That means games like Madden NFL 26, EA Sports FC 26, and seemingly Battlefield 6 won't be $80, despite one leaker suggesting the contrary. And again, $80 means the base game, not the Ultimate Edition or the Complete Edition, just the base game where you just get the game and no quote-unquote extra content. All right, let's finish this off. EA isn't the only publisher who isn't quite ready to follow suit with the Nintendo Mario Kart World on $80 video games. Xbox recently announced the Outer Worlds 2 would be $80 alongside some other unknown holiday game releases, only to reverse that decision after it sparked criticism. So see, y'all, when you do speak up, changes happen. Problem is, we need enough people to speak up. And at the end of the day, as I've said before, we all just want to be gaming. We all want to enjoy gaming. That's what this boils down to at the end of the day. We all want to enjoy gaming. I love gaming. You watching this video love gaming. The people in the gaming community, we love gaming. Whatever game you like to play, cool. Nobody's judging. Hope you enjoy. But we can all agree. As much as we love gaming, there is a lot of room for improvement, especially for the prices that they're asking for. That's all I'm saying. Can most of us agree on that? As much as we love gaming, there is room for improvement. As much as you love your game that you like to play, as much as I have games that I love to play, there is room for improvement with these games across the board. You understand what I'm saying? Can we agree on that? Let me know in the comments. And while Randy Pitchford defended a potential $80 price point for Borderlands 4, it turned out only to be $70 after all. Apart from that, it's unclear what other games will aim for that higher number in the future. Though one likely contender that many are watching is Grand Theft Auto 6. And that is the end of the article. And with that last statement right here, I do believe that they're going to drop Grand Theft Auto 6 for $80 plus. I would not be surprised for that because of how long that game's been anticipated for and the amount of people that are going to buy that game, including myself when it drops. So I would not be surprised at all if that's the game that tips the scales right there. But also I will say to these gaming companies this: you can try to follow suit with GTA 6 being that high if you want to. And there's going to be some pushback, and rightfully so. And I would even say that Grand Theft Auto would have some pushback with that, but not going to have as much because the demand for that game is so high. And they're just capitalizing on, and I'm not defending them at all. Please don't get me wrong. I'm just looking at it from their perspective. They would be the game that tips the scale and say, you know what, we're going to drop this for $80. You understand what I'm saying? And then the microtransactions counting in, etc., etc. They're going to be the game, in my opinion, that drops for $80 and be that $80 price tag because of the anticipation and how big that game is going to be. Now, with that game being that big and that anticipated, not every game, to all you game developers out there, listen to me good. Y'all ain't GTA. All right? Y'all not GTA. Just because, and this is where gaming gets in trouble. They see one game doing one formula that works, and now everybody wants to copy that formula instead of coming up with their own formula and their own game plan to make their own money. Now they just want to. Now games are becoming a cash grab instead of being their own unique experience that makes me want to give you some money. You understand what I'm saying? The key is to make people want to give you money, not feel like they're being scammed out of it. And the moment that these game developers and these gaming companies can get a hold of that and grasp that concept and master it, gaming as a whole will start to heal and become a lot better. Because again, as I've said before, and I'll reiterate again, we all love gaming. We all wanted to survive. Nobody here, or that speaks like me, because no, I'm the negative one, that's always got something bad to say, right? Nobody wants gaming to go away. We just want it to improve. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want it to go away. I'm not trying to kill gaming or anything like that. That's ridiculous. That's ludicrous. Just want to see it improve. And we can all, and most of us can agree, as much as we love gaming, even in its current state, there is a lot of room for improvement. And that's all I'm saying. But that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about EA saying they will not drop $80 price tags on games for now. Do you think this is a W move, or do you think they're just blowing hot air in the sky and hope people fall for it, man? As long as y'all are respectful and logical, we can have a conversation. But that's the end of my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you, and Rage King will catch you in the next one. Now, hashtag that.